Welcome to Vampire Doll After Hours. I will be your host tonight, Zoe. This video is somewhat of a slumber party, and if you're watching, you're invited.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated After Hours.
Finally, a good night's sleep.
Interpret me as your cool rich auntie that never had any kids except for the fact that I am not rich, and this is not wine, it's ginger ale cause my tummy hurts. I'm a lot lamer than the rich aunt that has no kids, but I'm an aunt and I have no kids, so that's a win, I guess. I'm trying out a new style of video that is definitely more laid back for me because today I'm just showing you guys my physical media collection, and I figured I'd theme it sleepover style because honestly that's one of my favorite types of hangouts. The best way to bond with somebody like me is literally parallel play. Like, I have my friend Tessa come over, she's playing the Wii and I'm playing my DS. That is like my top tier form of bonding. I am trying to make the great return to physical media as time and time again subscription plans and bigger companies have failed us. Cough cough. I'm looking at you, Nintendo. You know we're talking about you. So the return to physical media is very important, especially for somebody who is an older Gen Z like myself, where I grew up with physical media and then watched it get phased out entirely. Today we're going to be going over my DVD collection, my in real life game collection, and all of my handheld and otherwise consoles. I'm not feeling a super expansive or note section-y video this time around, so this is just us hanging out. Welcome to my sleepover. You're all invited. Put on some comfy PJs, get you a refreshing beverage, and let's go look at my physical media and see what you guys want to play tonight, or if I can introduce you guys into anything you haven't played before. This will not be including my book collection, unfortunately, as it is boxed up currently. I am moving out of this place, and this is a big reason why I wanted to do this video now while all my consoles and everything are still out before I have to box them up. Now, I know you guys are curious. I've gotten tons of requests for it, but I will be giving an in-depth trailer tour before we move. I've actually gotten it already filmed a couple months ago while all of our stuff was still decorated, but as of right now, a lot of it is packed up and it's looking kind of ugly, so bear with me. Let's talk about the importance of returning to physical media and hang out with me. I don't know. Welcome to my gaming setup room. This is where all the fun happens. I love this room. I've put my entire heart and soul into it, and I'm really sad that I'm gonna have to pack it all up. But it means the next one will look better. We're gonna go around my room talking about all the physical media stuff in it, starting with my movie collection. I want to show you guys what all I have. My movie collection here goes into my pink DVD player that plugs into my pink CRTV and the cute stuff on top of it. It's a girls' night. I'm here with Salem. Let's go through my movie collection and let's see what you want to watch tonight. Getting into my movie collection, these top two sections are all children's movies. I am a sucker for nostalgia. At the end of the day, I really am. And this entire section at the top here is Barbie movies. The Barbie Diaries, Princess and the Pop Star, The Diamond Castle, The Island Princess, Three Musketeers, 12 Dancing Princesses, Magic of the Pegasus, Rainbow Magic, Mariposa, Mermaidia, Fairytopia, Rapunzel, Swan Lake, Nutcracker, A Christmas Carol, and saving the best for last, Princess and the Pauper, of course. Bratz Rock Angels, Genie Magic, Bratz Fashion Pixies, Hello Kitty Movies, A Monster High Skulltimate Roller Maze Wii Game, Monster High Frights Camera Action, Monster High 13 Wishes, Monster High Ghouls Rule, Monster High Skulltimate Roller Race, Friday Night Frights, and Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? Welcome to Monster High, the worst movie in the entire franchise. New Ghoul at School. This was supposed to be the Scaremaster collection, but then somebody put their Christmas Party 1993 photo album from Walmart in here, and it actually is that. I will insert a video here. Scaremaster collection? No. Walmart video, Christmas Party 1993. I think I need to reach out to an eBay seller, but Christmas Party 1993. Play movie? Oh, that's scary. Feel like an invasion of privacy, but let's watch this person's 1993 Christmas party. Oh, what the? Sorry. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's scary. This is not Monster High. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, this is scary. This is actually scary. What the hell did I just find?
I just said
You just... What the... Okay. No, this is actually scary. I don't know whose family Christmas this is from 1993, but I'm scared. Oh, if you put your 1993 Christmas party video inside of a Monster High Scaremester collection, I will give it back to you. Do you got the Monster High though? Cause yeah, I need to reach out to an eBay seller because I feel like I just invaded somebody's privacy. That's not my family. Frankenweenie, Monster House, Paranorman, Scary Godmother, The Last Mimsy, The Munsters Christmas Special. I found it at a garage sale, okay? Hocus Pocus, The Legend of Ichabod Crane, and Mr. Toad. I absolutely love this movie. It has such a special spot in my heart. The third Pirates of the Caribbean, and this is the only one I own currently. Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. I don't even think this is the first one. I got a second hand. Edward Scissorhands, both of the Addams Family Values movies, Avatar, and Warm Bodies, because I love me a sappy, spooky romance. Going down another row, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. I love this TV show, Sleepy Hollow. I think I have like 2 seasons of it, maybe 3 seasons. Odd Thomas, this movie will make you cry, it's so good. Jeepers Creepers, this movie made little kid Zoe cry. Insidious, this movie I could not watch as a little kid, I was so scared of it, and now I laugh at it when I'm older. Mama, an absolute masterpiece. I love this movie, I can watch it a million times. House of a Thousand Corpses, I'll be honest, I haven't watched in full. I need to, actually sit down and watch this movie in full. 28 Days Later, love this movie, can't wait to see the new one. The Forest, this movie was cheesy as hell, but the cinematics were good. 13 Ghosts, the first time I saw tits on TV, and they were not even real. Moving down one more. A Vincent Price collection of A House on the Haunted Hill, Last Man on Earth, and The Bat. This god-awful Silent Hill movie, it just looks cooler than it actually was, and it makes you very upset because you could tell the budget for this movie was very high and the plot for this movie is very ass. The Ring, my precious beloved, I wouldn't change anything about it. This is such a great movie. Skeleton Key, maybe a little bit cultural appropriative, but still a very good movie from the early 2000s. House of Wax, my friend Tessa introduced me to this movie and Paris Hilton is in it. So if you're a Y2K girly and you haven't seen this movie, it's very good. Rise, I think this might have something to do with the Resident Evil franchise, but I don't know too much about it. I should sit down and actually watch it at some point. Sui Hark's Vampire Hunters, I don't even know how this got in my collection, but maybe I should give it a shot. I genuinely don't know how I ended up with a copy of Snakes on a Plane, but I think every person who collects physical media DVDs has a copy of this movie and doesn't know how it got into their collection. SLC Punk, I absolutely love this movie. The first time I watched it, I was like 12. My parents probably shouldn't have let me watch it that early, but it was revolutionary and I loved it. I don't know. Oh my goodness, look at this sweet, precious girl trying to sleep on top of my Kuromi pillow. She has it so squished. Salem, that doesn't look very comfy, honey. Back to movies. Jennifer's Body, Mask and The Son of the Mask. I will only ever watch the first one. I'm gonna be completely real with you. Same with Zombieland. The second one was so dookie balls. Don't watch it, just watch the first one. And we're down on this bottom shelf down here. For some of these, this shelf is honestly more terrifying and more gut-wrenching than the horror movies we've been talking about. To start, Uptown Girl with Brittany Murphy. This'll make you cry. Unhinged Pull, Marley and Me. I got this as a kid. I actually kind of liked the movie even though it was very, very, very sad for no good reason. 500 Days of Summer. To be honest, I haven't watched this in full still. And somebody I'm no longer friends with from high school gave this to me way back in the day. But I still have it. And maybe I should give it a chance. I know people really like this movie. I should just definitely give it a chance. For unhinged girlies, we have Girl Interrupted, of course. The Virgin Suicides, 13, and Hard Candy. That's just this shelf. We have a little bit more on another shelf on the other side of my room. I have Scrubs, one of my favorite TV shows, and as a person who is in and out of doctors a lot for my medical conditions, I feel like Scrubs is one of the most realistic medical TV shows you could ever watch. It's so beautifully scripted. I cannot gas this show up enough, so I bought 6 seasons worth of it. The Star Wars movies up until The Force Awakens, when I realized that Disney was fucking up a franchise that I cared so much about, so I kind of stopped collecting. Believe it or not, I used to host a yearly Star Wars event for May the 4th at my school in high school. Kind of embarrassing now looking back at it. For Brandon, he loved The Cat in the Hat and Happy Feet growing up, so I got that, and I have 1 through 5 seasons of SpongeBob because why not? I have a bunch of miscellaneous Wii games that I've kind of haphazardly collected over the years. You can tell I prioritize my favorite stuff over on that shelf, and then this lesser so. But that's all my physical movies. Let's move over to that pegboard by my gaming setup and talk about all my little consoles. Start off with an honorable mention that's not up on this pegboard. We have my very spooky Spiderweb Wii. This is a Wii wrap. I sell them on my website, and I just love how this turned out. And this is the theme for a lot of my consoles, is this pink cutesy spiderweb theme. I'm gonna give the disclaimer that near every single console I have, I've gotten secondhand slightly broken, and either I've fixed it and reshelled it or my husband has helped me fix it. So all of these look like a lot, but they're accumulated over time and accumulated at very cheap prices, secondhand, partially broken. I'm gonna start with the MetaQuest 2 because it is on my pegboard pretty hard. Like, it's hard to get off my pegboard, so just honorable shout out. It has that same pink spider web-y pattern. I did a video on these sometime back. I put them in this cool spiky cover, and they have the pink spider webs. This is my absolute pride and joy possession. This is my Nintendo 3DS XL. It is currently dead. A lot of these devices are currently dead because I'm an adult and I really do not have a lot of time to be gaming these days, especially with the move. But as I get more settled in, I should have more gaming time available to me. I have a bunch of games emulated on here, and it is that cute pink spiderweb wrap decal again. I love this thing. I love how it turned out. It is so spooky and cute and adorable. This is my pride and joy, and that's where that Hello Kitty case comes in. You guys have no idea how lucky I was to find a 3DS XL Hello Kitty case. It was like used for $5 on eBay. guys saw me reshell, and eventually I ended up customizing with nail stickers. That's pink PSP 3000, and I absolutely love this thing. It is currently dead, but I was playing Silent Hill Origin on it recently. This is my Switch. I got it secondhand like all of my other consoles. There wasn't really anything wrong with it other than one of the Joy-Cons is kind of loose, but it does have that pink spider web wrap once again on it. I love how this looks. My Switch Lite. I often get asked why I have a Switch Lite and a Switch. This is actually what I started on to begin with before I had a Switch, you know? So I had this to begin with, and as I got more money and I was getting adult money, I was able to upgrade to an actual Switch. This is a pink shell for a PSP 1000 that I have all of the parts for in a box over on that cart. I just haven't put it back together and reshelled it yet because that PSP 3000 was such a pain in my ass that it made me kind of not want to do this for a little bit. So I'll probably pick this project back up when I get into my new house. But as of right now, it's just cute. This is my iPod 5th generation, and you can see it is very scratched up. It has been very much so loved by the previous owner, and I do plan to completely reshell it and give it a Bluetooth mod so I can use Bluetooth headphones along with it. I plan to potentially completely abandon my Spotify account after being able to get all the music I want on here and be able to use my iPod specifically for music. This is my DS Lite, and you can tell it's scuffed. Whoever had this before me messed it up. The screens are cracked. It is very scratched. So I will be reshelling this. That's just a very tedious project that I have not gotten around to yet, but it does work completely fine. It's just very yeah, it took a tumble at some point. My Tamagotchi Uni, this is where a lot of people actually followed me from, was my video customizing this. I still love it, and then I had one Tamagotchi that I really loved. She was such a cutie. She was the Kuromi one, and she fucking died because I wouldn't let her get a man. And then this has died, and I haven't picked it up since. So yell at me in the comments to get back into my Tamagotchi habit, because I was there for a good 4 months. And then my fave died, and I just got so devastated I haven't picked it up since. Everything else is like the Razer Kraken Hello Kitty originals, Kuromi's Kraken Kitties, a Kuromi calculator I got on AliExpress, GameCube controller, other headset that I got off of TikTok Shop, my microphones. Yeah, that's my little console wall. I love it a lot. I can't wait to add to it and actually work on the projects that I've been putting off for after the move. As for other things on my craft peg board, I have this Hello Kitty Instax Polaroid camera. I love it, but it kind of sucks at taking pictures. So I have this pink Polaroid printer that my friend Next got me as a Christmas gift. My Melody and Kuromi film camera I got from Hot Topic. And I have this vintage Polaroid Cool Cam that I personally don't think it actually works. I think it's kind of broken. But a Hello Kitty calculator. Look at my Wii bag, guys. Isn't that such drip? I really shouldn't have kept this box, but I thought it was too cute. Just lots of craft stuff. Shouts out to this cart of miscellaneous Wii remotes, PlayStation remotes, GameCube remotes, vinyl records and albums, and the 2 other Wiis we have in this house. This purple one Brandon reshelled for a YouTube video, and the white one I will be reshelling pink for a separate YouTube video. Also Brandon's PlayStation 2 that no longer reads discs, and I might spray paint it pink. Low-key, if I can convince him, I'm gonna spray paint it pink. Let's look at the records we have. I used to collect them a lot in high school, but now they just kind of sit around because my record player's broken. But found this at a thrift store. Oopsie. The Cure, my mom got me for a prom gift. Igor, Van Halen, Frank Sinatra, Van Halen, Joan Jett, Def Leppard, Van Halen. Where the Sidewalk Ends, it actually is like low-key really creepy. His voice is kind of creepy, sorry. And Led Zeppelin. And all of these stands for GameCube controllers and Wii controllers. Now I know I said it was a slumber party between us, but Brandon has some physical media stuff too that he wants to show. So I'm gonna give him the floor.
Hi, I'm Brandon and I have the floor. First I'm gonna start with Nintendo. I'm sure Zoe already showed you guys my Wii. This is my DSi XL from my childhood. But I did reshell a regular DS Lite.
Yeah, I need to learn how to do that. He reshelled that DS Lite and mine's up there looking so pooped.
I recently got this 3DS, which is the newer version.
Mine's the older version. He has the newer version.
Nipple button. And then I have my Switch Lite.
He reshelled it.
And then last thing is my PSP.
He copycatted me. I did mine first, and then he was like, oh my god, I want one! Oh my god, I want one! And then he reshelled it purple. Can you guess his favorite color? I just turned 24. I grew up in the era of physical media, where that was all that was available to us. And now in 2025, I want to rant about the importance of having physical media still to this day, because I cannot count the amount of times a streaming service, particularly Netflix or Hulu, has pissed me the fuck off. It started with Netflix getting rid of Ruby Gloom, and then Netflix got rid of Scrubs, and then Netflix got rid of Ghost Adventures, and then Netflix got rid of Mythbusters, and then Netflix got rid of That 70s Show, and then Netflix got rid of The Office, and then Hulu got rid of Nana. Streaming services have not failed to disappoint me and piss me the hell off every single month. So I don't really have streaming services anymore. No. I have YouTube Premium. As a YouTuber, it comes in handy because I listen to a lot of YouTube videos while editing, doing whatever. But that's the only streaming service I pay for nowadays is YouTube Premium. And then whenever I miss a TV show series or I miss a movie that I really want to watch again, I buy it DVD form so I can have it on hand. And movies are dirt cheap on eBay nowadays. A lot of places like Goodwill and libraries do constant like buy 2 get 1 free, buy 3 get 3 more free. And then when we talk about gaming and games, just take a look at what Nintendo's been doing for the last 2 decades. Cutting off all internet services for any console that they deem too old for people to be playing, bricking a bunch of people's consoles and games midway through them using them to make way for their new and improved console. Nintendo, don't sue me, but you're a very greedy corporation and everybody's been calling you on it for years now. So to me, what's so special about having these handheld consoles and games that are mine and games that I can play is not only the access to a handheld game, a storyline game, anything, when I don't have internet, which has happened quite a lot recently. The state I'm currently living in has been hit by like 3 or 4 tornadoes in the last couple months. My power goes out like that. So I'm left with my PSP and hours to give away to Silent Hill. And like with their new Nintendo Switch 2 game cartridges, it's not actually the game on the cartridge, it's just a key pass saying that you can play the game, and that makes me feel super uneasy because of scandals like Kindle, with them getting rid of your books that you had already purchased that very well could happen to your games. The uncertainty of knowing these big corporations have everything from movies and TV shows that you like that they can take away off of your streaming service, to having your games on key cards, your games in Steam libraries that could disappear at any minute because you don't have them physically. Physical media really is the backbone of how you play media. You have it, it's old, it's reliable, and it's there. And that's how I've been feeling about having all these movies and TV shows and games I can play on my handheld consoles, and how nice it is to have a game that I can play on my handheld console when the power goes out. This whole conversation is everywhere. This is a very unscripted video, but I do want to emphasize the importance of physical media, especially when big companies like Spotify are taking money away from creators, or there's problematic creators that you don't necessarily want to continue to give streaming revenue to every single time you want to hear a song from your childhood that may or may not have a problematic creator, i.e. a huge reason why I want my iPod is so I can listen to mindless self-indulgence without feeling icky about it, you know? So like having the media physically, like on my iPod, makes me feel a little less guilty about it because I'm not giving them streaming revenue every time I want to listen to a song that reminds me of my childhood. Physical media is a very good thing, and I will redo this video when I'm settled into my new house. I can get a couple of these projects that are waiting to be done out of the way and done, show you guys the final product, and I would love to give you guys a book collection because I have loads of books. They are just in boxes right now. Sorry about that. I'm a collector of many things, and physical media is probably at the top of that list. I'm not doing this subject justice by any means. I'm not doing a whole commentary video on it right now. I just want to emphasize, as somebody who lived through the physical media age and is now living in the physical media-less age, the very digital age, very everything is online age, I feel safer reverting back to my old ways of collecting physical media, making space, getting a shelf in my house for my movies and my DVDs, because I feel the safety and sanctity knowing that I'm gonna have access to those movies and TV shows whenever I like. And my minivan has a DVD player in it. Like what? I'm gonna be living in Washington State, one of the states in the country that are best known for camping, and I'm gonna have a minivan that has a DVD player, and I can watch whatever the fuck I want in it. That's just something that streaming services can't do. I also have a laptop. I could put my movie in my laptop. So this video is very rambly. I am in the middle of another computer build, quite literally as we speak. So that was a tour of all of my consoles and my physical media. I am excited to expand on my collection more, or repair and reshell different consoles that haven't yet gotten their turn to be repaired. I have lots of videos lined up of consoles that haven't had their time to shine just yet, and I'm slowly working on them as we go through the months. I will definitely have more time to invest in it when I get into my new house. This move has been very tumultuous and has messed with my recording and filming schedule for YouTube, but I am trying my hardest to stay on top of it and actually stay consistent with at least one monthly upload. Hopefully I get to a point where I can do a bi-weekly upload where I have 2 uploads for the entire month. I am working on it. That is the goal as soon as I'm set foot and comfortable in my new house. I'm really excited to take you guys along with me for this big transition of my life. I have so many amazing things to come and so many things that I'm working on right now as I speak, but I know talk is just talk. You guys want to see the final result, so I'm gonna stop yapping and let the videos speak for themselves over the next couple months, because I'm taking this YouTube thing a whole lot more seriously. Also, outfit of the day, vintage Vanity Fair, and I sewed this bow on myself. eBay. Just keep your eye open on eBay and you can get really beautiful vintage lingerie, although I wouldn't really call this lingerie. I feel like lingerie has such like a sexy connotation to it, where I feel like this is like an old lady chemise, you know? Like it's not see-through, it fully covers, it's just very comfortable, makes me feel very pretty. Yeah, that's the outfit of the day. Anyways, I'm very, very much so off topic. So return to physical media, consider it. It is an expensive hobby, but you can find lots of good deals, especially from libraries selling out their old movie stock on eBay, where you're buying movies for $1 at a time. I love secondhand things. Almost everything in my house is secondhand, including the consoles that I play on. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this more laid back style video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. All of my socials are down in the description below. I'll stop talking now. I hope you guys had fun at the sleepover, and go the fuck to bed now, okay? You guys gotta stop talking. It's 2 in the morning. I'm going to bed. Go to bed!